Are we live? We are live, I think. Let's double check. I think we are live. Bum, 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 bum. All right, live. I went to a different thing there. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, well, that's working. Interesting, it didn't do... It streamed to the wrong one, but whatever. It's going. Twitch. Believe team. And... yeah. All right, looks like we're good. Cool. Let's get some music going. Perfect. I think that works. All right. Turn it up a little bit. All right. We'll see how that goes. Okay. YouTube is going to the wrong channel. Why? A wrong video. So, let's see what's going on there. Okay. Hey, Zen. Zane's joining on YouTube. Yeah, it's streaming to the wrong video on YouTube. Drew's not here. Drew's at a dinner. And it's streaming to the wrong video on YouTube. But on the right channel. So I say we go for it. Right? Let me just make a note on the other one that we're going here. We are live today at, boom, and then I'll pin that. Can I pin it? Pin it. Perfect. There we go. All right, cool. Works. All right. Sebastian in the house. Sebastian says, hey, Zane. Gotta love Zane. Sebastian says, do you think people, question, do you think people need to have certain checkpoints in their life? If so, what do you think some of these would be? I think the most important checkpoint is not around what you need to do by a certain age, is where most people will fall in. Like, oh, I need to be at a certain point or ask a certain question by the time I'm age X, right? It's just more, are you living in purpose? Honestly, that's what it is. It's like, do you feel like what you do matters? And if one day goes by and you feel like it doesn't matter, all right, that's you just take note of that. But if multiple days are coming up in a row where you feel like it doesn't matter, and today also doesn't matter, and then today also doesn't matter, right? Like consecutive days and weeks go by where you feel like it doesn't really matter, nobody cares, you don't care, then that's a great checkpoint. So my own personal checkpoints, I think what ends up happening is people fall way so far off the track that they end up hating their lives because they haven't been checking in with themselves enough. For me, it's more on a regular basis. If there's a couple days in a row where I feel off, then something has to change in my schedule. You know, maybe I'm doing too much of something that I used to like that I don't like as much anymore. Even looking at this stream, right? So this stream, I like doing this. I love seeing you guys, whether, you know, one person shows up or you know, 100 or 1,000 or whatever, right? When I'm doing live streams. We went to watch the Dumbledore movie today, and we moved the time just for this stream. We were supposed to go see it on IMAX, but I wouldn't be back home in time to be able to watch it or to do this stream. So we said, you know what? No, let's watch the earlier show so I can get back and do this. And it was that felt fine, because next week I'm not going to be streaming as much. I'm going to Arizona, doing a couple presentations there. So I think Monday and Tuesday we're on, and then I'm in Arizona, and then the following week I think I'm gone that entire week. So I didn't want to not have any streams go on, and so that was an easy decision. But it's moments like that, like that's a good check-in. Like, do I really want to move what I'm doing in my personal life just for this stream? It's like, yep, yeah, I do. Yes, I do. It's like, okay, cool. So that's a good check-in point. So regularly, if you feel like you're doing work that doesn't matter, you feel like today doesn't matter, then that's a sign, that's a good check-in with yourself. And the more you can catch it on a small scale, so it's not like my entire life is meaningless, you have these giant moments of crisis because you haven't done the work on a day-to-day basis, I think that really matters. Does that help? What are you going through, Sebastian? Still 6 like that, okay. Evan, did you enjoy? Sorry, Zandaman in the house says, Evan, did you enjoy the Build to Serve challenge? Did it meet or exceed your expectations? It far exceeded my expectations, if I'm being honest. It far exceeded. So Nick was pushing me on doing that challenge for, months, and I couldn't wrap my heart around it. Was the real answer. Did it make sense logically? Yeah, but I couldn't wrap my heart around it. And then it finally felt right. So then, you know what? Let's do it. And the way Nick positioned it was to go live for like 45 minutes a day, half an hour, 45, an hour a day, something like that. And we ended up going so much longer every day. And it was all based out of just love, like it was a lot of fun to do. And so we're already looking at planning. Hey, diamonds, we like that. We're already looking at planning the next one. Thinking something around quarterly. Again, as long as it's fun, as long as it feels right. If it ever feels like, oh, it's work to do, because to do that, I had to give up a lot of other stuff, right? To do that, I stopped doing IG Lives on those days. I stopped doing some other things. It was over a weekend, so we didn't have as much weekend time on that weekend. So I gave up things to do it, which is fine. But it was worth it. And as long as it continues to feel worth it and a valuable use of time, then I'll keep doing it. And right away, not only for me, it was like I need to do this again at some point, right? Not right away. Let's give it some breathing room. But also Nick. Like Nick was so fire through that presentation, through that entire week. Like, Nick, this is what you were born to do. Like, people loved you. You were so good at this. You need to do more. You need to not just be the guy behind the scenes, but you need to be in front of the camera, giving, sharing, helping, loving, because you were so good at it too. Make sense? Zane says, wow. Oh, amazing. Does it mean you'll be doing it quarterly? Probably. That's what we've been brainstorming. That's what Nick wants to do. So we'll see. We'll see if that... We'll do it one more time, and then we'll see what happens. I think also for the onboarding to movement makers, we need to make it easier. Like if we're doing that room again, Zane, we need to make it easier so that we give you a link in advance. I think in the room as well, we should get people already onto Discord and doing it all together, getting their Instagram accounts. Yelena is still messaging people to try to get like, hey, what's your Instagram account? And they're not always seeing the email. So I think for the people who do end up joining movement makers, having a better experience for them in that room to then help them take the next step. We could tell them about the content challenge we've got going on, but definitely get them getting into Discord and getting their Instagram accounts so we can start giving them some more love immediately. I think is going to be really valuable. Sebastian says, thank you. At the moment, I'm trying to build a company that incentivizes safe driving through blockchain, and it's a big project just by myself. I'm also studying blockchain technology, working 2 jobs, and trying to find fun things to do in the process. Cool. Well, if you can find somebody to help you do it, it's always better to go further with people. You go further with people than trying to do everything all by yourself all the time. You don't want to rush into finding, the wrong partners or the wrong people to help you. That's for sure. But you definitely go further when you're with others. It's also a lot more fun just to not do everything by yourself. But that's very cool. Congrats, man. That's really exciting. That's the kind of thing where if you talk about checking in, Sebastian, you should check in with yourself consistent. Like, am I still happy to do this alone? Am I learning enough from this? Am I getting enough growth and momentum? Or have I stalled out? Or am I losing motivation or interest? So before, like, paying attention to those little signs so that you can catch it, because most people wait too long and then you're stuck and then you hate your life and you have to make some big pivot. And some people never make the pivot. Some people end up just staying in that job that they hate for the rest of their lives. So, I don't think that'll be you, but definitely paying attention to how you're feeling on a regular. And if too many days go by in a row where you're feeling just not where you know you could be, then don't settle for that. Change something, We're just doing a big mining session today, so it's easier to answer questions when I'm by myself. Happy Friday, guys. Next week, back in full force. Alejandra Martinez says, hi, Evan. Hey, Alejandra. Welcome aboard. Happy Friday. How was your week? Zane says on YouTube, oh, yeah, by the way, the only reason I haven't shown up for Brandlytics is I haven't been given a link to join yet. Oh, really? Just message Yelena. Zane. You should have already been added. We had a great session. Anyway, yeah, we had a session on Thursday. But yeah, you should just message Yelena. I'll make sure that happens. Wheels and Warriors joining on Twitch. Hey, Evan, the latest episode of Empowering Discussions just dropped. Awesome. That's cool. How's it feeling? How's the series going for you? Alejandra says, thanks. Happy Friday to you too. Just making some food. Had a good week. Thanks for asking. Cool. Ooh, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? We went to a Chinese buffet before going to, Japanese buffet before going to see the Dumbledore movie, Harry Potter movie. So I am pretty full. I'm probably not going to be eating any more dinner. Okay, will do. Yeah, so next week is Movie Makers, Zane, and then the week after will be Brandlytics again. So yeah, you get to be there. You should, Zane. You should also be able to make sure. Oh, you know what? Brandlytics is still on a Facebook group, so the past trainings are all on there. So you can go back and watch some of the previous trainings as well if you want to see what we've covered recently. Alejandra says, I love how exciting you are to get back into the regular routine. It's like the first day of school feeling. Love it. Yeah, I think it's actually good. If you step away from something for a while, and I've had, my son's been off for school. He goes back to school on Monday, so we've been spending a lot of family time doing stuff. I've been working, but kind of work light mode, so very few meetings. Maybe working at, 10%, 15% of my usual. And when you miss it, that's a good thing. Sometimes if you go away, you go on vacation, you take a break, and you realize, oh man, I feel so much better. That means you need to change your life. That's a problem. You need to go do something different. But if you go away and you're feeling like, I can't wait to go back, I'm just excited to work on blank, whatever that thing is for you. That's a good sign. So yeah, I got lots of ideas. It's an overwhelming it's honestly an overwhelming amount of ideas and things that I can do. And right now I'm just, instead of bearing into immediate work mode, just still trying to enjoy and have fun. And yeah, come Monday, we're back, baby. And get to decide which of these amazing ideas am I going to work on first. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. Wheels and Warriors on Twitch says, I'm loving it. My guests are loving it. Thanking me, learning a lot. And the people who join are enjoying it too. Yay. Oh, Anita one move to more on Twitch saying, yay, movie makers, get it done. Let's go, Anita. So Michael, what have been some of the lessons or highlights or takeaways? Because you've done a few episodes now. What's changed from the initial idea or concept to what you're doing now? What are some of the learnings that you've had from going through the process so far? I always love hearing kind of status reports and updates and learnings. Alejandro says, rice and lentils. Thanks for asking. You had dinner or lunch already? Yeah, we had the all you can eat lunch. So it was very filling. And now it's 7 o'clock here, so probably done for the day. Just water. There's probably a lot of salt in that food. Sushi. So did I say Chinese again? It was a Japanese buffet. Sushi. Mostly sushi. So probably just water rest of the day. And get some sleep. Maybe go for a walk or something afterwards. Do a bunch of squats. Just don't feel as bloated. Do some jumping. Sebastian says, what did I miss? Alejandro says, oh no, okay, we got that. Sebastian says, what's a good way to get investors? Honestly, they already have some proof of concept, right? Like investors want to see, especially if you're doing blockchain stuff, investors want to see that you've done something. You've already got it. You've already got something going. It's no longer where they're just funding an idea. They want to see that you've done something. So if you're trying to fund the blockchain project, they want to see that you've already made significant progress on it, that you already have people using it. And your best investors would probably be people who are already early adopters into it. Because fundraising, and I used to be in the venture capital world, and I was a guy basically reviewing the business plans and giving it to the VCs. I was at a VC firm, and there were 3 main partners, and my job there was to review the business plans and bring the best deals to the senior partners. And it's a full-time job. Like fundraising becomes a full-time job, where the most important thing you do is start building more momentum in your business. So for where you're at, you need to go get users, go get people on your thing, go get people who are actually actively, if not paying you yet, almost paying you, but having a user base before even looking to go get funding, because it's an expectation. Investors, the easiest money to raise is for marketing and expansion, not R&D. Investors don't want to fund R&D. So they want to see that you already have your product, it's already ready to go, you already have users, you already have a business model, you're already making some kind of money ideally, and then you just need marketing money to expand. That's the easiest kind of money to raise, and you get to keep more of your company. If it's at the beginning or super early stage, you haven't made any money yet, and if an investor is going to come in, not only does it take you a lot more work to find them and recruit them instead of working on your company, but they take a bigger percentage of your company. You keep less of it because it's riskier. So it's usually better to spend more time just building a product and getting people on it and using it. And then you use, if you need expansion capital, you go for that once you're ready to scale, as opposed to just startup. Alejandra says, ooh, delicious. Sounds fantastic. Sushi. Sounds like a great wrap up to the day. Yeah, well, the wrap up to the day was with you guys. Did the sushi lunch, went to watch the Dumbledore movie, and now streaming with you guys. Had to make sure I was back for this. Last stream of the week. Hi, Uncle Evan. Hey, Cookie. Zanes Zen, what do you think about Elon Musk takeover of Twitter? I don't think it's going to happen, but who knows? You know, underestimating Elon Musk is usually not a smart thing to do. They don't want him, right? So they're going to make it really difficult. So I don't think it's going to happen. He's not even the largest shareholder anymore. They're looking at doing preventative measures. So I don't think it's going to happen. But it's bold and it's cool and it feels out of left field, and it's also like you never know where Elon's going to take things. Wheels and Warriors, I'm on episode 5. My biggest takeaway is the learning that's going on both ways. Different perspectives are powerful. What's one perspective that you found, Michael? Like what's one of the lessons that you have come across for yourself? Something you've learned from doing the first 5 episodes. I mean, I love it. It's great. I mean, that was the whole idea of the show, is to have empowering conversations and see where it goes, right? So it's really cool. Wheels and Warriors. Oh, okay, we got that. Sebastian says, "What's MD?" Did I read that right? Or RND? Does it say RND or MD? It says RND. I don't know. What's RND? Did I miss something? And it's great press for Elon too. Well, that's for sure. Elon's not afraid to say things that get him noticed and attention. That's for sure. I mean, it could also be a great just investor move too, right? I mean, if he ends up selling his shares of Twitter, it's going to be at a major gain. How much Twitter stock price has gone up. So if he ends up exiting, worst case, he doesn't buy the company, he makes a killing from the shares that he bought in Twitter. We'll see. Research and development. Oh, yes, sorry. It's R and D. Not, so I guess when I said it quickly, not R and D, it's R and D. Yeah. Yeah, people don't want to fund R and D. I could hear you say R and D. If you need money for development, right? No, investors don't want to fund that. They want to fund marketing, they want to fund expansion, they want to fund business growth, not more development. So there's an expectation that you're going to get the development done. And you don't need them for that. And they also take a lot more of your money. Good job, Anita. Anita spotted it. Yeah, you used it when you talked about VCs. I thought it was something in the game. It's like, is there something on my screen that says R&D? I don't understand. Yeah, R&D. I just said it quickly, or maybe it's my Canadian accent. R&D. It's usually written with an ampersand. Ampersand. The and symbol. Whoa, lava. Okay, we do not like that. How do we get rid of this? I don't have a water bucket either. Okay. That's a good start. Gotta get higher though. We should go get a water bucket. Nicola in the house. Hey Nicola, welcome. Happy Friday. How you doing? It's late for you, man. It's late for you. Wheels and Warriors on Twitch says people's willingness to learn, come together, their curiosity, what they themselves are going through that relate to their disability. Ooh, so what have you found people are going through that relate to disability? Let's get some water. Where's my water bucket? I do not have a water bucket. Yes, it's 1 a.m., but I saw the Discord notification and I entered. Well, happy Saturday, man. Happy weekend for you. Any big weekend plans, Nicola? What are we working on? Wow. Zen Demand, R&D, research and development. There it is. There it is. Everybody, what a community. Everybody's picking me up like, oh, what are you talking about? What did I say? R&D. Yeah, to fund research and development stuff, you're usually looking at government, different grants that they might have, but it's not angel. I mean, it's maybe an angel investor, maybe, but definitely not VCs, venture capitalists. They don't want to fund research and development. Rhythm and blues is R&B. Let's go, Zan. Let's go. You got it. R&B, R&D. All right, we're looking good here. Oop, it's a scary place to fall. Do not want to fall down there. Actually, I should be okay. R&R, rest and relaxation. Zane's got all. He's got all the R's. If it's a framework, even if it's a 2-letter framework, you know, as long as it stands for something, Zane knows it. R&R, R, and how many other R's can we come up with, Zane? Sure, you've got all the frameworks. Wheels and Warriors, for example, Maria Lipuma and I had a great conversation about body confidence, body shaming, and self-love and eating disorders, how people treat others can create mental health disabilities. Got it. Yeah, it's actually really cool to see where the crossover between a disability in, you know, your body versus your mind, mental health versus physical. It's cool. That's really cool. Hey, Michael, look up Nick Tabor. Nick, N-I-C-K, Tabor, T-A-B-E-R. He might be interesting. He came to my Thought Leadership Academy that I did in Toronto, and he is a personal trainer. He has cerebral palsy. He's a personal trainer. He had all sorts of naysayers and self-confidence issues and all of the stuff of it's obviously a physical disability, so it may not be as exact a fit, but I think you guys might have a really cool conversation. I'm happy to make he's a great guy too. I'm happy to make an intro if you think that that's a fit. Where's the lava? There it is. Okay, so we got to get above this to see how to. We got to get rid of this lava. This lava is no bueno, guys. Ooh, there's a lot of it there. Okay. Okay, that's good. How much is... I need to go up in there. Okay. Short business videos joining on YouTube. Welcome. Hi, Evan. Hope you were doing amazing. I had a question. What do you have to do to keep momentum and stay energetic on a daily basis? I think the biggest thing... I mean, what a question, because I love momentum. I think when you lose momentum, it's hard to... Whoa, hold on. I'm going to die. Okay, there we go. When you lose momentum, it's hard to get it going again. Obviously not impossible. And the biggest thing that most people are missing is just momentum. Like you've got the talent, and you've got the heart, and you've got the desire to serve, and you've basically got everything that you need to go off and win, except momentum. You know, it's why I love helping. It's a big part of why I do what I do, and when I'm helping movement makers, it's often comes down to that. Like the biggest thing you guys are missing is just momentum. Like let's go, let's build, let's create, guys. Let's make it happen. Momentum. So how do you get momentum? Momentum, I think, comes from, oh, look at this crazy cave. It's like perfectly lined up. Momentum comes from feeling like what you're doing is going to matter, and at least to one person. Like, I think if you feel like nobody cares if you make a video or if you do more work on your project, like if you actually felt like nobody cares, you're not gonna show up with any kind of, you're gonna have zero momentum. You're just not gonna show up because you feel like it doesn't matter. And where it gets really poisonous is when you feel like it doesn't matter, so therefore you don't matter, right? And that's where I think a lot of the world is stuck. It's like, I don't matter because I'm not doing anything that matters, right? And so what's always helped me is there are days where I feel like what I do really, really matters. And there are days where I feel like it's not as important. You know, it's like it's not reaching as many people. You know, it's not having the impact that it could have. I'm not having the impact that I could have. And what helps me through those situations is just feeling like this is going to matter to at least one person. Whenever I can actually feel, you know what, look at this live stream, right? This live stream is not hitting 1,000 people, 1 million people, you know, but if I can just get around, hey, you know what, this live stream is important to Michael. This live stream is important to Zane, right? Like if Michael ends up loving Nick Tabor, and that connection happened here on this live stream. It's like, man, that's awesome. I can't believe that happened. That's amazing, right? So that's what I want to feel. Momentum is really just a feeling. And most of us are still stuck in the world of like, we feel like it doesn't matter. So how can you wrap your heart, right? It's not a logical question, but how do you wrap your heart around feeling like this thing that I'm about to do today will matter? And if you can do that consistently, like if every day you showed up and felt like maybe the world won't see this, but it's going to really help one person, at least one person. If you can really wrap your heart around that, then everything starts to change, and you'll get the courage to go off and do the thing. So that's what I find most important in how I build momentum. When I'm making my videos, honestly, every time I'm making a video, I come down to make like Tuesdays, usually my YouTube recording day. I always stress out before. I always procrastinate for 15, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, somewhere in that range, because I want it to be the best video I've ever done. And then I catch myself and I remind myself that it doesn't have to be the single best video I've ever done. It doesn't have to go off and reach everybody in the world. I just have to do enough that it helps one person. And this is where, lack of belief comes in, because you can not believe in yourself and the ability to go, if you're going to make a video or make a project happen, will it hit 1 million people? That's hard to really believe in yourself on. But can it help one person? Will the video I make today help one person? That's pretty easy, I think, to believe in yourself on. It's like, yes, my video can help one person today. And so if you hold on to that, it gives you enough courage, confidence, momentum to actually go and do the thing that you're supposed to do. And hopefully goes off and helps, more than just that one person. But when you can feel that emotion, when you actually deeply connect to it, that yes, this thing that I'm about to do today will matter to at least one person, then you get the momentum you need to go off and do the thing. And then once you're in it, it's easier to keep going, right? Once you have momentum, it's a lot easier to stay there. It's a lot easier to go make a second video, to make another difficult call, whatever the thing is. It's just, no. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was, okay. Got to calm down. My heart's beating a little fast there. Okay. I could have died. Falling into the lava. Not a good call. Okay. What did I miss? Love it. Drew just sent the pic of his baby boy. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Proud Papa. Papa Drew. Evan, any planned trips coming up? Arizona next week. Oh, and then probably Vegas in May. I'm pretty sure that's confirmed. I have to just double check everything. But yeah, Arizona next week, that's for sure. And looking at speaking at, I forget the name of the event. Sean Cannell has his Think Media event, and I am one of the speakers there. So I think we just have to finalize a few things on that, but yeah, that'd be cool. We should do something, Zane. After that, I don't know. June, July, probably. Probably Florida in July, August. It's wild. Like things are starting to open up. So I still need to do a COVID test to get into the US, but I don't need one coming back, which is super weird. Canada, this whole time has been a lot more strict than the US in terms of COVID rules. But Canada recently dropped the requirement to have a COVID test if you're fully vaccinated coming back into the country. But the US still requires it on the way in. So assuming I don't get COVID, which would be great, that I can make some of those trips out, which will be fun. Wheels and Warren says, I would love and appreciate that. Physical disabilities aren't the only ones I try to involve myself with. Mental and invisible. Okay. Cool. Well, let me, what is it? Is it empowering conversations that would be the best thing to tell him about? I'll just do like an Instagram intro for you guys. That's probably the easiest thing. And then what, you guys do an Instagram live together? He's really great. I mean, I think you guys would really, I should have thought of it earlier, to be honest, but you guys will love each other. That's the magic that happens here on the stream. It's great. Nick Tabor, did you look him up? Nick, I think it's just, I think it might just be NIC, but Nick Tabor, and I think maybe it's NICK. I know so many Nicks that I can't keep track of who has a CK and who's just a C. Anyway, Nick Tabor Fitness, I believe, is his Instagram if you want to look him up. But awesome human. I think you guys would get along. Zen Man, join Movement Makers. You need to be part of the community. Oh, did I miss a question in there? Sorry if I missed a question. Scrolling. Here's a link. Prove me I'm wrong. Try it out for 30 days. Yeah, Zane's got. You can't join Movement Makers right now unless it's through. Zane's got the hack. Zane's link will work, but if you go to my website, you can't get in normally because we're technically on wait list because we're gonna open it up on the next challenge again. So we're technically on wait list, but yeah, Zane has the backdoor entry in. Zane says community is one of the 4 C's. It gives me great momentum. True too. It's true. Like when you're doing it all alone, it's hard to stay consistent and get momentum. But when you feel like you're doing it with somebody else, you have a support group. It's such a huge deal. Alejandro, phew, close one. I'm listening, lurking. Also, thank you for making an impact, Evan. Hey, thank you. Yeah, the lava jump was. I'm usually pretty safe. I don't know how that happened, but anyway. We didn't die, so we're grateful. Grateful to be alive. Grateful to be alive and still playing. Let's go. Jan says, OMG Vegas. We have to meet up. We just have to. All right. So next steps on Vegas, I need to finalize Arizona and get all that happening and figure out everything out. I'm basically leaving right after Movement Makers. So we're the only direct flight from Toronto to Vegas, Arizona, Phoenix would have been, it meant I would have had to miss Movement Makers. So we're doing a stopover. I'm going to get in like at 1:30 in the morning or something in Arizona, just so we can do Movement Makers in the morning. So let's hope it's a good topic. What are the topics, by the way? I haven't looked at the Discord to see what we're talking about. Did you vote on something yet, Zane, or suggest something? And then once you do that, then I'll figure out Vegas flights and timing and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it'll be fun. I also see where, well, Vegas is not that big. I was thinking where it's going to be, but Vegas is not that big. So whether it's on the strip or off, it's not that big a deal, to be honest. Sometimes when it's Dallas, is it Dallas? Is it Fort Worth? Is it, some of the cities are really stretched out, and so it's a lot more commuting. Short business videos. Thanks a lot. It really was a great answer. Hey, cool. Glad that helped. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. Try my best. Mondays. So today's Friday, right? Yeah. So stream Monday and Tuesday. Actually, don't know about the Tuesday. Monday for sure next week. Pretty sure Tuesday. When do I leave? I leave on the Wednesday. On the Thursday after Movie Makers. Yeah, so next week should be Monday, Tuesday. And then it'll be like a week and a half off. I'm doing a couple speaking things in Arizona. So. You helped so many and have been motivating for me since last year. Let's go. Oh, thanks, Alejandra. Appreciate you. That's the best gift, of all. More than joining Movie Makers or buying somebody's book or course or whatever. Just letting them know that they're having an impact. That's why we all do what we do. We all want to feel like we're doing something that matters. So thank you. Appreciate you coming and letting me know. It's great. Short business videos. Evan, whenever I face... Oh, I'm okay, Nina. Okay. You sure? Okay. Thank you. Are you okay? I'm still super full. Nina's such a sweetheart. Just brought in some food. Like, oh, I'm okay. I'm still super stuffed from that sushi. Short business videos. Evan, whenever I face a problem, I come watch one of your videos or ask you my questions when you're live. Cool. That's awesome. Thanks for that. I mean, I wish I had this. I wish when I was starting my business, I had, the internet didn't even exist. That's not true. Wait, hold on. That's not true. The internet existed. Let's see. 2000, I was 19. It was 1999? I was born in 1980. So 1999, internet was still super young. I don't know the history, but anyway, this did not exist when I was starting my business. So I wish I had this, and that's what we all do. We try to create the thing that we wish we had to make life easier for other people. So appreciate you saying that, and you're welcome back anytime. It's great to have you. Wheels and Warriors says, yes, I would love that. And by the way, come to Las Vegas soon. Have you and Zan done a meetup? I haven't been to Vegas since 2019. No, 2019. Although I haven't been anywhere since 2019. Really, apart from California twice. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I went to California twice. And then this trip to Arizona. That's all I've done in 3 years. So it's good to get back out on the road. I'm excited. As much as I'm an introvert and shy, and but I love when I meet people. I'm not going to come up and say hi and talk to them, but I love connecting with people and feeling. That's how we feel like what we do matters. I was doing an interview with Lisa Bilyeu to promote her new book. And that's going to come out in May 10th or something, May 8th. And we were talking about goals and numbers and, hitting whatever million subscribers on YouTube or for her book, like getting a New York Times bestseller as a goal. But at the end of the day, the thing that matters the most is feeling like more than just hitting, I don't know what 3 million subscribers means, right? I don't know how to, it feels good, I guess, but it's more the comments. When somebody writes in to say, even your comment, short business videos, hey, whenever I struggle, I come to your videos. That means more than X number of subscribers. It means more, right? It may not do as much for the business. That comment doesn't bring in revenue, that comment doesn't allow me to pay for my team, etc. But that comment allows me to feel like what I do matters, which then fuels the whole thing. Like that's what keeps the momentum going. So appreciate you. Connor Daily Games. Welcome, Connor. Joining us on YouTube. Says, hi, okay, subbed, liked Minecraft Java. I hit the bell. Great stream. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Connor. Appreciate you, man. Welcome aboard. What do you play? If you're Connor Daily Games, what are you up to? What's your game? Game of choice. Alejandra says, Nina, I adore your story on your Twitch. Just read it the other day. Amazing. Cool. Thank you. We all have a story, and I think the more you can share it and get it out to the world, the whole point of the story is to make others feel not as alone, right? We all struggle with something, and the way that you'll help others the most is through your story and what you've been through. so that they'll be inspired to, you become a beacon of hope, where they'll learn from your story in a way where they won't listen to an Evan Carmichael or a Tony Robbins or Oprah Winfrey or insert, whichever famous person, but they'll listen to you because you've gone through what they are currently going through. And they will never know that until you share your story. So I used to think sharing your story is one of the biggest fights I would get into with my agent, because I thought sharing your story was very ego driven, and like I don't need people to know about me. It's not about me. It's about helping. It's about serving. And my agent Steve finally beat it into my head after a lot of years of my resistance that no, sharing your story is actually the most selfless thing you can do, because it's in your, whatever you went through and struggled through, those weaknesses, those vulnerabilities, that other people will connect and say, oh, if you can do it, maybe I can too. So it takes a lot of courage that you share your story. And it's definitely not about like, ooh, look at me and how perfect I am. No, we haven't met, and I want to meet him. Zan, let's go. It's the Zan Michael collaboration. Make it happen. Evan, what's your favorite place to eat at? I mean, Casa Nina is always great. Whatever Nina's making is usually amazing and healthy. But if I'm eating out, then it goes to how important is health. If healthy didn't matter, I would probably go for pizza and butter tarts. I could eat pizza and butter tarts probably every day. If you don't know what a butter tart is, my American friends don't know butter tarts. Imagine a pecan pie with no pecans that's the size of a muffin. Pecan pie with no pecans, size of a muffin. That's a butter tart. If you come to Canada, you have to have a butter tart. So that would be my go-to every day if it was healthy and I could do it. But if I'm going healthy, then probably sushi. Probably some kind of seafood. I'm not into all of the weird fish, but just salmon sashimi. It's great, like a nice fresh salmon sashimi. I'm down for. So that would probably be, if I'm picking healthy, what I would do. Nicola says, I love your YouTube play buttons. You love my YouTube play buttons? Well, they're not on display right now. I'm moving. I just sold this place. We're moving to our new place in May. So we're packing up, and I get to at least be back in my office and stand up and be on my trampoline and stand-up desk. Oh, no. I messed that up. I did not mean to hit this block. Oof. Did I lose all my stuff? No. Okay, good. Yeah, so I'll have to design the new office and see what happens. See what I come up with for a design. Alejandro says, yay, Lisa. I love Lisa. Lisa Bilyeu is amazing. You guys are going to love this interview. We spent almost an hour together, and her dog just passed away. So we spent a couple minutes just talking about that at the beginning. Before, that wasn't recorded live. But yeah, the interview will probably be maybe 50 minutes all in, and comes out, I think, on May 8th, and her book drops on May 10th. Something like that. So yeah, if you like Lisa or just another inspiring woman, I love that Lisa, there aren't that many women really kind of leading the game with content. So I love that Lisa's got her channel and she's kind of at the forefront and trying to make a difference for the women entrepreneurs out there as well. So yeah, cool. It'd be cool if you can support her. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. Alejandra says, Anita says, any advice on increasing book sales? So you've got a couple paths. One, think about people who are already connected to you and on your email list, and that becomes part of your automated sequences, right? So we're using our content to try to drive people to lead magnets. Once they're in our email sequence, then we've got people learning about our book. And then the goal becomes, well, how do I get more people on my email list and make more content, etc. to be able to do it. Second is to be able to use other people's audiences. So it's a combination of your own audience, right? And your own audience is an ever growing thing, right? I mean, I don't have the audience that I want to have, right? We're never done growing our own audience. So the slow and consistent way is to grow your own audience and keep making content and keep getting better and keep moving people to email lists and keep communicating and keep doing what you're doing and keep on keeping on, right? And then every book that you do and every project that you have, everyone becomes a little bit better with every month, every year that passes, because you keep building your community. The other path is through other people's communities, right? Like, why did Lisa come on my show? Because I have a community and she's trying to tap into my community too, right? So that's a short-term play, right? Lisa's trying to get as many podcasts and shows and all those things lined up around May 10th, because that's when her book drops, and it's super smart. And it's parallel paths for all these things. Lisa has her own community, and she's got her Women of Impact channel, and she continues to work on building that up. And she also is part of Tom's, impact theory, right? Like the channel. Tom's the guy in front of the camera, but Lisa's very much involved in doing a lot of things behind the scenes. So constantly build up your own community, right? And partner with other people who have a community and see how you might be able to work together. One is a short-term hit, hit in a positive way, hit like a short-term gain. Other people's audiences is short-term, and then building your own community takes longer, but is a fantastic long-term play. I missed something. Hold on, let me scroll up. And Alejandra, I knew about your business endeavors, but that romantic personal touch made me very hopeful from trying to find love but persistent, because I love that you got out of your shell to share. Yeah. I mean, the only thing that as soon as you can connect it to service, and this might help everybody, like as soon as you can connect it to service, it gives you a lot more courage. When I'm doing something just for me, it's just never as powerful, as strong, as effective, as much momentum, as motivating as if I think it's going to help somebody. So as soon as you can connect telling your story to serving, to helping others, you're going to have a lot more ability to step outside your shell or your comfort zone, or whatever we want to call it. Thank you immensely. I appreciate you, Alejandra. Wheels and Warriors says, I need to go. Good night, Evan. Cool. I will set up that intro to Nick. I hope I do not forget. In fact, let me just email myself so that I remember to do this. Otherwise, I'm liable to forget. Michael to Nick Tabor. Cool. So we'll get that done after the stream. Hey, you know what? Let's do it right now. Why not? Idea to action. I'm going to set up a quick Instagram between them. You guys get to see how I do things. We're going to go right now. Michael. Oh, no, wait. What's Michael? What's your Wheels and Warriors? Okay. And Nick. Tabor Fitness. Here we go. Hey Nick, I'm streaming right now, and you can see we got some Minecraft going on here, answering people's questions. I want to intro you to Michael. Michael runs an amazing show. He's part of Movement Makers. He has an awesome show called Empowering Conversations with a Disabled Man, and I thought that you might be a great guest for the show. And I just think you guys will vibe. I think you guys will vibe really well together. So I promised Michael I would do an intro for you guys, and this is the official intro. So connect and make something happen. Believe. Done. Sent. Better than an email, guys. Immediate action. That's another thing that took me a long time to train myself on is, hey, you get an idea, go do something, right? Like there's probably a 50% chance I would have forgotten to do it, because if I just played out, there's only 8 minutes left on the stream. Okay, I probably would have remembered to do it, but there's a chance I would have forgotten to do it. And then the default action is, okay, go send an email. But you know what? How long did that take? Like in the time it took me to go to my computer and remind myself with an email to go do it, I could have just done it. Like how many of these things do we have in our own lives that you know what? It's actually not that hard to just do the thing. So just stop delaying, stop waiting, stop getting ready to get ready, and just go do the thing. You know? So there we go. Michael's going to meet Nick, and hopefully something great happens. And it's now a new highlight of the stream. Zane says, haha, one day my wife and I are still being super conservative with COVID-19. Got it. I hear you, Zane. Yeah, I mean, up to you too for May. Everybody's got their own zones of comfort. I think for us, I mean, we're pretty conservative too on that. We've got the booster shots and the regular shots, and I had the Omicron COVID, so you're protected for however many months afterwards. So anyway, but yeah, meet up, don't meet up, mask, whatever. Eventually it's all gonna happen, If it's not right now, eventually it's gonna happen. Getting some good diamonds here. We still wear our masks when we go out. Yeah, I mean, we do too. We went to the theaters, went to the restaurant. I mean, we took the masks off to eat, obviously. But yeah, we still wear it out. I'm gonna wear it on the airplane. I think you still have to on the airplane anyway. But yeah, whatever, personal choice. Nicola, how many YouTube play buttons do you have? Oh wow, I don't know. Well, we have 4 for the main channel because I have the old silver and gold and the new silver and gold because they updated both of those. And then we've got the Russian one and the Spanish one, silver. Both of those should be gold soon. And that may be it. I don't know. It's not something that I super keep track of. When we cross all those milestones, people are like, well, what are you going to do to celebrate? Like, I don't know. I'm going to keep making content. Like, I don't care about celebrating. The only time I've done a few celebrations, like when we crossed 1 million and 2 million. I don't think we did 3. It was just more for the audience. It was more just to have a fun party for the audience and for the community and for my team. Because for me, this is a celebration. Like, just being here talking with you guys. Like, let's go make more content. I'm much more about doing the thing than celebrating the thing. Like, the doing is the celebration for me. So, same thing with the awards. Like, oh yeah, that's really cool. But if I'm going to come speak in Vegas, for example, it's still much more about hanging out with people afterwards than it is about me being on stage speaking. That's my favorite part. Wheels and Warriors, my birthday is May 9th. Oh, cool. I'm May 20. So last day of Taurus for the people who follow all that stuff. I'm 20 minutes away from being a Gemini. Oh, I have to give her, Alejandra. Oh, I have to give her my condolences. Awesome about her book. So cool that you find the best of the best. Yeah, I mean, Lisa's been a friend for a while now too, so it's cool to be able to support her on her projects. Yeah, she posted on her Instagram about her dog. I want to say like 4 or 5 days ago. If you want to give some love, that's probably the best spot to do it. Unless you know her personally and, can text her. Short business videos. What is the best thing to do to change your environment? I mean, go to a different place because I struggle a lot with my environment. Yeah, I mean, just go to a coffee shop, go to a library, go to a co-working space, go anywhere. Just get out. I mean, I love my environment, is pretty good, but I've designed it to be that way. But the other thing that I find helps. So for me, every morning I go for a walk. I call it my Believe Walk. Every morning I go for a walk, and it just sets me up for the day. Sets me up for my intention. Sets me up for being motivated. It just sets me up for. I ask myself, like, what do I want? How do I want today to go? What do I want to work on? Because no matter how great a yesterday I had, I still feel like I'm kind of starting over every day. So the walk, I don't know. It's just about getting outside and getting some fresh air and. It just helps. You don't stay stuck. At least me. It helps me. And then I think the other hack for your environment is like this now is part of your environment. Like you chose to come here. And now we are all a part of your environment. I am, everybody else here in the chat giving love. Like we're now a part of your environment. And you can choose that, right? I'm not going to come over to your house and work with you every day. But But I've always got videos up, and other people who you look up to and respect and get inspired by, they have videos too. And so choose to, even if you're at home and, you know, maybe your parents support you or don't, or, you know, whoever else is around you in your life, you can close off that world and turn on YouTube or turn on Instagram and be around your heroes and be around people who inspire you and make you want to go off and do more. So if you can't, doesn't mean you to change your environment, you have to go rent a beach house, you know, or go on some giant vacation. Watching a video like this, joining a stream like this helps transport you to a more empowering place, and then go do something about it. My birthday is a day before Lisa's book drops. I love it. Zen Demand, that's the new AI. Act immediately. Let's go, Zane. Gotta love Zane. Zane has the answer for everything. So cool. That was awesome. Nicola says, like, you purchase an extra new play button. You can purchase, you have to, how do you do that? You have to get the code. Like, they give you a code, and then you can order, you get the one for free, but then you can order more. I forget how much they cost. The gold ones are more expensive than the silver ones. So you can do that as well. But yeah, so because I had the old ones, so then we got a copy of the new ones. I kind of like the old ones better. I don't know. Maybe it's just nostalgia, or because they're under glass. But I like the old ones. But I'm grateful to have both. We were super careful with the old ones. Like, don't break that because you cannot get another copy of it. So I think it's wrapped up, sitting in my wife's mother's basement right now until we move into our new place, because we got a lot of stuff out of here when we were getting ready to list and sell it, and now it's just sitting in storage until we decide to go back to the new place in May. Alejandro, to be part of history in the making, what you filmed then there, love that it came with Ain Leeson for all of us. Thank you. Cool. I'm going to check out her IG. You have a fantastic way of finding excellence and inspiring this. Yeah, I mean, that was a little fun thing to do for Michael and Nick, you know, and hey, we did it live, and why not? You know, it's like, it's always a message for myself too, right? Like, just do it now. Why are we waiting? Just do it now. Don't send yourself an email. Don't promise you'll do it on Monday. Just do it. How long did that take, guys? 30 seconds? Honestly, it's just as much time to send that little quick message that we sent right now as opposed to sending myself an email. Like, it may even take longer for me to type out the email to myself and then someday get to it, as opposed to let's just send it right now and create, while you're feeling the vibe, right? Like, if I did it tomorrow, the vibe isn't there as much as it is right now. So this is the question, momentum from before. That's how you build momentum. AI, act immediately, Zan Demand. Cool. Well, guys, 8 o'clock. I gotta go. Gotta do some family stuff. Back on Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Come early. Bring your questions, and yeah, let's have some fun. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Continue to believe. Go build some momentum, and we'll see you Monday.